Why did you not want to be on camera? You mentioned previously, you said you for the longest time you don't want to be on camera, or you just don't want to be the host? What is it?
No, what I mentioned was I don't want to be on camera all the time. You get to a point online, and you know this, where you create, and at some point you kind of lose the will to do more, and online algorithms are all about kind of like consistency and getting 2 videos up a week, 3 videos up a week, and after that, and that's why people burn out. Is because people need to keep up with that demand until you get to our age in the industry where you don't give a fuck, and you're just like, you know what? If I don't want to post for a month, I won't post for a month. But then I built a business from digital media, so I needed that consistency. And how do you do that? You need to be able to put other people on camera. You need to be able to have videos where it's not necessarily hosted by anyone. And so this gives me the opportunity then to work on the videos that I really want to work on, where I'm the host, but it gives me more time to kind of perfect them and get them to the point where I want them to get them.
Dude, the gears in my brain are working like 500% right now. I'm already thinking in my SuperHuman podcast, I just got to train someone to host like me. Because I'm not a good interviewer. People just think I am.
You create that brand, right? Like today, if you told Erwan, okay, let's produce a documentary for Netflix.
Yeah.
A year ago, if you told me this, I'd be like, I don't have time, because I constantly have to produce videos for YouTube. And so it gets to a point where it's actually restrictive, and you're just like, shit, I want to be able to do more. And to be able to do more, you need a team. You need to be able to be more than yourself. You need a brand. Yeah. So now, maybe still not now, because again, like I said, we're very restricted with the content that we want to create. But when things move a bit more freely, then maybe I will have time to take 3 months to just work on one video. You know what I mean? And that's where I want to get to, like, because consistency doesn't necessarily mean higher revenues, right? You need quality for that. And especially if you want to be in bigger platforms, you need really quality stuff. And that's not something you can shoot in a day or in a week. It takes weeks, it takes months to produce something like that.
People need to realize when you have a YouTube channel, it's like being married, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's your life, and it is so restrictive.
It is
it's so hard to do anything, because I have so many ideas and stuff I want to produce, and just like you're saying, now my priority is just to buy time so I can produce more stuff rather than just be married to my YouTube channel, which is why now I have 3 YouTube channels, and why I'm trying to do what you're doing, and kind of, just be more producing and less of all the other stuff.
Yeah, and that's all about creating a brand. It's creating a style, creating a treatment, and then eventually hopefully bringing people in that can contribute, make it evolve, make it better, and that can also work with you in terms of creating that content, putting it out there.
Did you ever get tired of like being on camera though, of being a content creator, and then did this manifest into burnout, or did other stuff entail? Actually, did you ever reach burnout?
I don't know how many videos I've shot here, but scary to think about it.
We've never spoken about that before.
No, so I've never burnt out. I'm someone that deals with stress very well. I can deal with large amounts of stress. I can multitask to a certain extent. I can do a lot. Like I'm okay working 18-hour days and stuff like that. I'm totally cool with it, and it doesn't stress me out. But I was getting into a point where I had to start saying no to a lot of the things that I wanted to do, just because I literally didn't have the time to kind of fit it in. So I was being very efficient, but I was also missing opportunities in certain projects that were very attractive, not only monetarily, but just in terms of the experience you'd get with those projects. That's the last thing I want to happen, is that you're so much in the grind that you can't grow. And when you're busy day in, day out as a creative, and all you're doing is working, and you don't take the time to stop and think and have hours during the day where you can actually create versus execute, then that's when you lose yourself as a content creator. Because then you realize, why are we doing the things that we're doing, right? So it's really important that every creative has that time for themselves to like think things through and come up with big ideas. So there was a point last year, and that's when I was really thinking about the rebranding, where I was sitting down and I was like, I can't come up with any new ideas because my brain is so full of getting things done. Right?
I've never experienced that, not being able to come up with new ideas. That's like one of the most common questions you get when people ask you, like, how do you come up with new ideas? You produce new ideas. For me, I produce like 5 ideas in one day, and then I'm only able to, vlog once a week. So the never-ending notebook
Correct.
is just growing, and it's like a nightmare almost.
So I have notes on my phone with that, with a list of ideas.
I'm sure
And it's
every
huge.
creator has
Yeah,
that,
and
right?
it's huge, and it's just about picking which one makes sense and eventually starting to produce it. But it got to a point last year, even till now because of COVID. I'm up every day at 5 a.m. I work out at 5:30. I'm done at 6:30. I take care of Dahlia from 6:30 to 8:30. I start working at 9. I don't stop working till 7 p.m. Take care of Dahlia. Then I go back to work from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
If you liked what you saw and you want to listen to the full episode, then download Spotify and follow us at SuperHuman with Will Dasovich. It's completely free, it's linked below and easy to use.